Hey, what's going on, guys? We've got Billy, the foil guru, that's going to tell me a little bit about, like, you know, what's the rage in foiling? Why should we even care? Like, I love water sports, but, you know, why should I want to learn how to foil? What would you...
Well, foiling has really taken off for many reasons. One of the main reasons is it just feels amazing once you're foiling. It's like riding a magic carpet. You're above the water, it's quiet, you can hear everything. There's a feeling of no drag, no resistance. That's just nothing like nothing else. And it really pairs up well with many other water sports. For instance, with kiteboarding, which has been, people have been foiling a lot with kites. It allows you to get out in light wind conditions where you normally would not be able to kite. It also allows you to get higher speeds and cut over through the chop, get better angles on the wind, which is a big thing, so you can stay upwind a lot easier. When it comes to surf foiling, you can catch smaller waves and ride them for much longer, pumping back out, catching multiple waves in a row without actually having to paddle. That's kind of the same thing with the stand-up paddle boards. And it makes those small, sloppy, teeny little days just a blast with the surf foiling, whether it be on a prone or a stand-up paddle board. Then there's wake foiling, people that are wakeboarders that are on their lakes or somewhere where the wind starts to pick up and it makes the water not as smooth. And normally for wakeboarding, that's kind of game over. Wakeboarding, you want nice, flat, glassy conditions. With the wake foil, you can ride for longer. You can stay out all day, ride over the chop. It doesn't affect it. You can ride 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wakes back on behind the boat. You can have multiple people going at the same time. It just adds a whole new element to wakeboarding as well. Then there's windsurfing. Windsurf foiling has really brought windsurfing back. Windsurfing was slowly starting to fade due to kiteboarding and just all the newer trends. A lot of windsurfers now are going back to windsurfing because they're putting a foil on their board, and it allows them to get out in lighter wind with smaller sails and just adds a whole new fun element to windsurfing. And now there's a newer thing called wing foiling, where you're using an inflatable handheld wing that you're holding onto with a foil board that's allowing kind of wind sports to be easier access to foilers from SUPs or surf or any other sports that are now starting to get more into wind sports due to the wing foiling. So there's a lot of different reasons. A lot of it depends on your background and what you're looking to do. But it's super fun. Like I said, it's like riding a magic carpet, and I think it's here to stay.
So, you know, you and I, we went out on a jet ski, and Billy was pulling me behind the jet ski on an SUP, and you know, I popped up and he said, basically just ride the board and then eventually just sort of like guide it out of the water by shifting your weight from your forward foot to your back foot, just kind of getting that out, you know, getting that dialed in so you can get out of the water. What do you think the real learning curve is for somebody that says, hey, I don't know how to foil and I want to do this?
Well, if you have if you have balance and other board skills, it's actually pretty quick if you do it properly. If you take lessons, if you learn on a bigger board with a bigger wing, it could be fairly easy. I mean, we've had people getting up there first 5-10 minutes up foiling, no problem. You know, if you're new to board sports, it might take a little bit longer. You know, you can, if you're having proper instruction behind a jet ski with the right equipment, usually you should still be able to get the basic feeling and flight within the hour. But it's all up to the person. Yeah, I would say the hour max. If you really don't have much of a board background, you should still be able to pick it up as long as you're on a nice big wing at slow speeds and a big board.
Okay.
It'd be pretty quick.
So we were wakeboarding behind a boat, and Billy jumped on the foil, and soon you just let go of the rope and just rode right behind the boat.
Right.
That was pretty cool.
Riding the energy from the wake. You can, like I said, with a real wakeboarding boat, you can ride 1 or 2, sometimes 3 or 4 wakes back, just depending on the size of your wing. And it doesn't take much energy because you have no resistance. The board's not touching the water, so you have 0 drag. The only resistance you have is from the wing, which is creating lift from the power of the wake.
Which means that, like, even on a day like this, could you, well,
this is a little small. I mean, it's probably possible if you have the right equipment. It's breaking pretty close to shore, but you could definitely get into some of these little bumps with a jet ski or something, or an e-foil tow. But yeah, it makes these days possible, whereas normally they wouldn't even be on the radar.
You just stay home.
Yep.
Yeah, stay home. Well, you've heard it from Billy the Guru. I'm Paul from Foil Outlet, and we hope to catch you in the next video.
Thanks, guys.